When Chinese cops stopped a freight truck, they found the most gut-wrenching cargo inside. When Chinese border police stopped the transport truck, they had no reason to suspect anything unusual. In fact, only when the number of crates didn't match the manifest did they become curious enough to look inside. But that's exactly when their blood undoubtedly ran cold. As a result of a shocking discovery, 2018 has started with a bang for Chinese border police. Yes, law enforcement pounced on a smuggling operation that could have passed right under their noses. Thankfully, their safeguards proved effective at catching the criminals. Of course, border police between China and Vietnam must be diligent. After all, the area is a hotspot for illegal trafficking. Consequently, China has increased its patrol in an effort to crack down on the problem. And so far, its efforts have paid off. For example, when the South China Gangji police force stopped a vehicle in Fengshengang, a routine inspection turned out to be anything but. Their discovery, however, was both tragic and sickening. The first clue came when the officers checked the delivery manifest. Curiously, the truck had some crates not on the list. Therefore, the officers went ahead and checked out the cargo. But what they found must have sent chills down their spines. You see, the most trafficked cargo across the China-Vietnam border is animals. And in a manner of speaking, this is exactly what the officers found in the truck. Yes, law enforcement suspected wildlife smuggling, and they weren't wrong. The police checked the 16 boxes on the truck where they found frozen Siamese crocodiles. Chinese news channel CGTN wrote on YouTube. Gruesomely, the officers found 70 frozen crocodile cadavers. In addition, the truck contained dismembered crocodile parts. Specifically, the vehicle held 88 crocodile tails alongside its aforementioned macabre packages. In total, the 158 crocodiles that died for the smugglers' purpose would have been a tragic discovery in and of itself. Unfortunately, the species of the dead animal proved even more of a blow to conservationists. Yes, all the bodies and tails belong to a rare type of reptile called the Siamese crocodile. Siamese crocodiles are freshwater reptiles found primarily in Southeast Asia. They're classified as critically endangered on the IUCN Red List of threatened species. Not only that, but they've already become locally extinct in many of their natural habitats. Exactly what the smugglers intended to do with their ghoulish cargo is unknown. Most likely, though, the animals will be sold for their skins. In turn, the skins would be used to make high-end fashion items. At least with this cargo, however, the evidence suggests that someone had bred the crocodiles on a farm. Animal Welfare Institute biologist DJ Schubert concurs. The video doesn't provide clear footage of the crocodiles, but they do all seem to be around the same size, and they don't seem to be too beat up. He told the Dodo on January 27th, "This suggests that they came from a captive breeding facility. It can be a difficult life in the wild, so oftentimes their hides will get scarred with fights from other crocodiles," Schubert added. In any event, the illegal trade of the animals will still likely have a backlash for their wild relatives. The problem with any captive breeding program, whether it's birds or anything else, is that it creates incentive for the product and the species, Schubert continued. That opens the door for individuals and criminal syndicates to traffic wild-caught specimens. Thus, the crime may still have an impact on the species overall. Schubert also theorized as to why some of the crates contained whole animals while others just carried tails. He told the Dodo that the smugglers likely acted as instructed. "I'm assuming that the people responsible for this illegal shipment were filling an order," he said. Either way, chances are that the crocodiles didn't live a pleasant life. Illegal animal farms, after all, often have large values of animals in cramped conditions and kill their inhabitants in horrifying, inhumane ways. Indeed, Schubert suspected that the smugglers used a freezing technique to kill these Siamese crocodiles. Unfortunately, this shipment wasn't an isolated incident. Illegal animal trade between Vietnam and China is a booming industry. Reports indicate that crocodile farms trade more than an estimated 6,000 reptiles a year. Add to that the demand for rhino horns, pangolin parts, and elephant ivory. Much of the demand stems from the use of rare animal parts in traditional Asian medicine. For this reason, pangolin scales and rhino horns, for example, trade at exuberant prices on the black market. On the other hand, people buy elephant ivory often just for decorative reasons. Thankfully, the Chinese government said it will close all its ivory factories by the end of 2018. I'd say that the Chinese government is stepping up, Gary Stokes, the Southeast Asia director of Sea Shepherd Conservation Society, told the Dodo. It's very commendable, however, this is just the tip of a very large iceberg. Nguyen Van Hoon from Vietnam's Department of Quan Ninh Customs agrees. Protection of critically endangered animals needs cooperation between countries and departments, he told the Global Times. It's good news that China and Vietnam have promised to improve coordination when it comes to crackdowns on wildlife crimes.